welcome back to Sukai Todd's Thoughts. You are currently watching / listening to me, Sukai Todd. And yes, I know I'm late on this video. I just got through watching Zootopia 2 on Thanksgiving. Don't worry, a review for that coming soon. And this is a short, spoiler-free video for Wicked for Good. If you want the full-length deep dive / me crashing out literally over most of the movie, then please subscribe to my Patreon. It will be for paid members only. I also have a free trial if you'd like. And because I don't want to be sponsored, please help me get to 500 subscribers. And if you really want to help me, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I love you. Thank you for watching this. Okay, back to the main point of this video. So, Wicked for Good. What are my thoughts? I'm sure you're dying to know. Okay. Firstly, was it gayer? Was it more lesbian coded / queer coded than Wicked? Yes and no, in my opinion. Yes and no. Was it better than Wicked Part 1? No. It wasn't better. There were some improvements, but overall it is definitely a sequel. It is definitely a sequel in the sense that it does its job as a sequel. Stays true to the musical's second half. Unfortunately, Deep Dive will be handling that crisis. Anyway, it's not a real crisis, but for my bisexual self it is. But, yeah. It was definitely, at times, much more homosexual than, the first one. There were certain moments, in my opinion, that were definitely like, if you just gave it a little longer, it would be a very different situation. Fiero's aim wouldn't be lasting for too long, but I'm not going to get into it. I'm saving that for the spoiler version on my Patreon exclusively. So I'm not sponsored by any crappy, crummy companies. So yeah. But, yeah, I genuinely enjoyed this movie. I loved most all the musical numbers. Cynthia Erivo's voice was incredible. Ariana Grande's voice just impressed the living daylights out of me. I was very impressed. Like, I genuinely was shocked when I heard her singing for Good. Because I didn't know, I'll say this, I do acknowledge, she is a pop singer, she's got a great voice, but to hear her voice like that, whoa. Okay, I'm not saying that she didn't have great notes in the first Wicked film. She did. She definitely did. But in Wicked for Good, she brought it to a whole new level. And I'm very, very pleased with her vocals. And Cynthia Erivo, is Cynthia Erivo what? Do I have to explain her vocals? She's Cynthia Erivo, okay? She has risen, metaphorically, and I don't say that in the Jesus Christ Superstar kind of way. I say it in the, her vocals have risen. John M. Chu said, let it be for good. And it was for good. Okay, I said what I said. Also, side note, please take that as a joke. Please take that as a joke. I was being sarcastic through most of that. I wasn't actually encouraging celebrity worship, so please keep that in mind. Okay? Okay. For my fellow neurodivergents. Alright. Now, I will say this with my nitpicks that I will get much deeper into in the longer form version of the spoiler version of the deep dive / review. Because it wasn't as queer coded, it doesn't make it bad necessarily, in my opinion. It doesn't make it, even though it's not as lesbian as I wanted it to be, I don't think that makes it inherently bad. It's not as good as its predecessor, in my opinion. But it's not outright terrible, either. I saw this, I haven't seen the review, but I saw a thumbnail recommended that said, Wicked for Good isn't as good as Wicked Part 1. Parentheses. And that's okay. And I couldn't agree more with that title. Yes. Wicked for Good is not as good as Part 1. And that is okay. It's okay, we can admit that. Now, that's not to say there aren't standout moments in Wicked for Good, because I'm going to get into those. But I will not spoil it for those who haven't seen the full musical and or Part 2, aka Wicked for Good, because I don't want to be telling you lovely people, what to think. I want you to, if you haven't seen it, get a chance to watch it for yourself and form your own opinions, as always, because I'm just sharing mine as vaguely as possible, I know. But I want to make it clear, it isn't as good as the first one, and it's not just because it wasn't as accessible. It's also because there were some issues. I've had some issues with it, some of which I'll say here. It's not just the queer coding, or lack thereof. Although Glinda's pride dress, her bi pride dress, that was something. Her lavender haze, shall we say. But I think some of the writing was a little iffy. Not outright horrendable, but the writing for the second half definitely needed a little more tweaking and a little better. It needed to be worked on. I feel like the writing needed some like, someone needed to review the second part of Wicked, the Wicked for Good script, and just tweak some lines, tweak some moments, cut out a couple of moments that might have to do with a certain fight scene, just because it didn't sit right with me, and it also kind of glorified some negative stereotypes. But I will get into that in my spoiler review. But overall, 8.5 out of 10. Not bad, not perfect, but I enjoyed it. So what are your thoughts on the movie? Comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.